This is Soundside. I'm Bill Radke. Three big sports questions before us today. Will the Mariners get back to first place? Should Seattle Sonics fans root against the Thunder? And will a Washington State athlete turn the little plastic guys well enough to be the world foosball champion? Spokane resident Lotus Leong-Chesbrough has 2 foosball world titles. She's in the Table Soccer Hall of Fame. She's won prize money at least in the 6 figures. Next month, she's headed to Spain for the World Cup. Then it's the World Championships. And she paused long enough to speak with KUOW's Gabriel Spitzer. Let's listen in.
Well, first off, I wonder if you could just give us the vibe at like a typical tournament, maybe like the one that you competed in recently.
It was the World Series. So we did have people come from other countries. You go into this tournament room, it's filled with tables. You walk in and you just feel like an instant high. Like, I got to play foosball. I got to see if I can win this tournament.
That sounds amazing. And I imagine you must catch up with a lot of people you've known for a long time. There must be a big social aspect to it.
Exactly. You know everybody if you've played for a long time. Everybody goes to the tournaments. You just try to beat your friends.
You have been at this for quite a while. You started when you were like a preteen, right? Tell us a little bit about how you got into it and what was it about foosball that hooked you? And why not darts or pool or something else?
Well, my brother had purchased a foosball table when I was 12, and it was just him and I, and he'd make me play him all the time. And then as the years went by, we started going to arcades as we're old enough to ride our bike there. And they had an arcade in Hilliard in Spokane called Bumpers. And we started going and playing there. And the owner there, Steve Livingston, had tournaments there. And I guess he actually noticed my talent and had sponsored me to a tournament in Vancouver and in Seattle. And there is where I got hooked. I did well in a tournament and it was like, okay, I can do this.
I love thinking of like the eagle-eyed arcade owner scouting talent at the foosball table and then boosting you into this world-class career now that you've had.
Yes, he was awesome. In fact, I still keep in touch with him.
And so am I correct that foosball and this particular arcade were actually instrumental in making a love connection? Is that right?
Yeah, it's bizarre how it worked out. He actually had a $5,000 tournament years ago, and I didn't have a partner for mix. And here's this guy that drives up in this beat up Corvette, and he parked it in this field. And I'm going, who would do that? So as the day went, I was looking for a partner for mixed doubles, and this guy Larry Chesbrough needed a mixed partner. So we ended up teaming up, and we won that tournament. And that was pretty much the last time we played together. He became my husband.
So you have a foosball meet cute.
Yeah.
But you were on the same side for that tournament and that
Yes.
one only. Why is that?
It's tough. We're really competitive. So we'll do practices and it don't last long because I'll get annoyed. I'll stomp out of the game room, turning the light off.
Is
I'm
it
done.
because he plays dirty, I assume?
Yeah, he does. But after I met him, I dropped out of college and went touring with him. And my mom was going, "What the heck are you doing, girl?"
So touring was a really big part of your life for a while, but then you stopped. How did you wind up getting back into competitive foosball?
So, yeah, we toured for years. We got married, and then I had Sarah, my daughter, and I quit playing for, a long time. And then I just started playing again. So last year, no, it's been 2 years, they had a qualifying for the World Cup. The World Cup's like every 3 years. So you qualify if you win certain tournaments. So I had qualified a couple years ago, and here it comes.
So is this sort of the crest of your competitive wave since you came back into the sport or the game or however you refer to it?
Yes. Qualifying is the highest thing to do right now, right? To qualify for the World Cup. The first was winning a world championship. And then the next highest would be getting into the Hall of Fame. And that and the World Cup are the toughest.
So what's it been like to sort of take this ride again now on the other end of having had kids and taken a break and being in a different age bracket?
So much fun. It's so much fun. And it's all the good people that we played back when I was younger are now in the senior age group, right? So we just get older and they just make categories for us, right?
Yeah.
So now it was 50 and now it's 63 and the next one is 70, I guess.
It seems like one of the reasons that pickleball has had such a moment is that it's kind of touted as this thing that you can still do as you get older. You don't have to be in tip-top athletic shape. Do you think that foosball has some of that going for it as well?
Well, no, you have to be in shape
Uh-huh. Damn.
because the tournaments, they can start like at 9 o'clock and end at 2 in the morning. You can be called up at any time to play. You don't know. So you're there the whole time in the game room, kind of waiting for your match to come up. So you have to be ready. I actually play better when I'm tired
Hmm.
because I put that extra oomph in it. You're tired and it's like, okay, you got to try harder.
I did want to ask you about another Spokanean who will be joining you at the World Championships. I don't know how well you know each other, Sherry Davis, but she credits you as the inspiration to break into elite foosball in her 60s. Are you friends?
Yes, we are friends.
What's that been like to watch her meteoric rise?
She's doing great. She's been playing the last, I don't even know, 3 years maybe it was. She saw my interview in 2018 on TV and she got inspired and she's been playing and playing. She's moving up the ladder. So you start at amateur and then expert to pro to master. I think she's now an expert.
And you've been a master for many years.
Yeah, I've been one for a while.
Well, speaking as a rank amateur, maybe a sub-amateur foosball player myself,
Yeah.
I'm a little starstruck getting a chance to talk to you, and I wanted a piece of advice, etiquette advice. If you're playing at a bar, say, or dorm room, and your opponent commits a faux pas, such as rolling the rod like it's a rolling pin,
Spinning.
What do you call it?
Spinning the rod.
Yeah, spinning the rod. So
Yes.
what do you do? How do you handle it?
We try to explain to them that there's no spinning. But, if they want to spin, that's fine. We'll still beat them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not going to help them if they're playing you.
Yeah, no.
We've been talking with Lotus Leong-Chesbrough of Spokane. She is a foosball living legend who's going to be headed to Spain for the World Cup of Foosball, representing the United States of America. So, Lotus, thank you so much. Good luck on behalf of all Americans, and thanks for coming on Soundside.
Thanks.
My 15-year-old and I would like to see her play. You're listening to Soundside on KUOW. I'm Bill Radke. And hey, before we go today, after a 2-year break, former Seattle City Council member Kshama Sawant is re-entering politics. The socialist alternative stalwart announced this week she's running for Congress as an independent in the 9th District of the U.S. House. That's the seat held by Democrat Adam Smith. We will be speaking with Sawant on tomorrow's Soundside. What do you want us to ask her? Please email us your question, soundside@KUOW.org, or call us at 206-221-3213.
Thanks for listening to Soundside. By the way, this show is only possible because listeners support us. If you are able to give right now, check out the show notes for a link to donate. And don't forget, you can listen live on KUOW 94.9 FM Seattle at noon and 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or anytime online at KUOW.org.